Africa financial experts and senior officials representing leading airlines from around Africa candidly are meeting at a two-day summit in Sandton, Johannesburg to address the pressing aviation issues at hand and, importantly, recommend practical solutions to help resolve the situation. The summit will feature delegates, speakers from African aviation, global businesses, and also support industries. News Central's Bongani Siziba is at the summit as we now cross over to her. Hello, Bongani. Thank you for joining us. What new information have you gathered about the African Aviation Summit?
Good afternoon to you, Dashin. Yes, we are in Sandton where the Africa Aviation is taking place, rather the Aviation Africa is taking place, where a lot of aviation, those who are in this industry are gathered here. As I'm looking now, I can see a lot of goods. I've spoken to aviation industry from Germany, from Italy, and those that would also want to be in this space. But here I am at the Eurospace, that is a Nigerian company, just to hear why they are here and why it's very important for them to be part of this summit. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Why is it important for a Nigerian company to be here and also be among the aviation people who are here?
Well, Aviation Africa is one of the biggest summits that we have in Africa. It gives us the opportunity to us as an MRO to present our services to the entire African continent. And we can also see original equipment manufacturers, service providers, all come together. All the stakeholders, all the who in aviation industry in the world come together to present their services or products so that we can see. So it's a very good avenue where we can market our product. We, aero contractors, MRO, we are showing our expertise in maintenance, and we are now showing to the African continent and indeed the world what we can now provide around the region, West and Central Africa region. But the summit itself is quite important to the African continent because it opens up doors to aviation companies and aviation professionals to see what the world is offering to them.
Obviously, the aviation cannot go without its own challenges. What are some of the challenges that the aviation is facing?
Well, the aviation industry in Africa is facing a lot of challenges, as you said. Mostly the one that comes to mind is the lack of infrastructure, be it MRO, be it airline, be it in the other service provision infrastructure, and then the seamless integration of the countries within Africa. Because aviation is key to economic growth for any country and continent for that matter. So we believe that in the seamless collaboration within the African continent, within the countries, and the seamless air connectivity within the continent, it will improve the economic growth of all the countries within the African continent. So the challenges we're seeing are just lack of infrastructure, lack of connectivity, and lack of collaboration. But I believe the EU is doing a lot to make sure that they address these challenges.
Thank you for joining us. Darshan, let me just take you with the viewers just to see some of the interesting aviation aspects that are here. As you can see, there are a lot of goods that are happening here. But let me just take you to one of the aviation, how inside the plane things are being done. So I'm being joined by a gentleman just to show us how it's being done, like when you are inside the plane. Thank you for joining us. Can you please take us, what is this and how are you people when you are inside the plane? How do you take us up there?
Yeah, hello, I'm Peter Stein from Collins Aerospace. We demonstrate here our new ProLine Fusion cockpit, which goes away from glass cockpit instruments to touch screens. So the pilot can configure the configuration of his navigation display from all the screens as he likes. And in addition, for example, here you can see that we also offer an enhanced flight vision system, which means even if you don't see anything, with this system, you can see everything. So if it's complete darkness, with that system, you don't have any limitation.
Thank you for taking us through that. These are some of the interesting things that are happening here at the Africa Aviation, where we see a lot of innovations that are happening in this space. But like what we have indicated, that there are also challenges in this space. Back to you, Darshan, in the studio.
Well, thank you so much, Abongani, for giving us insight into this very, very interesting sector. We will definitely get more from you in our subsequent bulletin.